What is up, everybody? Blue Moon Mining here, and I want to show you guys how to get an Antminer S19 set up on the computer. Now, everyone knows how to unbox, so we're going to just skip the unboxing, but of course, we're going to go into the details because I know a lot of people that watch my channel already know how to set one of these up, but as we get closer and closer to the next bull run, more and more people are going to probably try getting in to mining Bitcoin, and they want to know how to set one of these up. So this is an S19 95 terahash. I got it clocked right now doing 80 terahash. It's pulling about 2,290 watts. So let's just say 3,000 or 2,300 watts. Now, the first thing you do need to know is that these things only run on 240 volt. Stock it uses 3,200 watts. Usually pulls about 3,500 at the wall because the fans. So you're going to want a 30 amp 240 volt. I'm pretty sure this will also run on a 20 amp 240 volt, but it's always recommended to do the 30 amp because 30 amps can run non-stop without much issue. Let me just tuck all this stuff behind me real quick. But yeah, so I have 60 amps right here. One of my 30 amps is not being used at the current moment, but this is using, this is using 9 amps currently, but stock it uses about 12 amps. So I have a PDU here. This is a power distribution unit that plugs into my 30 amp receptacle, and that runs into the C13, C14 cables. And these are 4-footers, I'm pretty sure. And you need 2 of those. You need 2 C13, C14s, and you need Ethernet. And of course, I'm running it on a network switch, but some people, if you really wanted to, and you don't have a network switch, you can either buy a cheap one from Walmart, or you can just use a router. It's up to you. But this is mining Bitcoin, obviously, and I'm going to take you guys over to the computer and show you how to set up the rest of it, because all you really have to do is just plug it in to your 30 amp 240 volt. You plug it into your PDU, you have the Ethernet going to it, and it's just fine. It starts running. Let's take it over to the computer and let's get it set up. All right, we are over here on the computer. Now, the first thing I am going to point out is that I have the Hive on ASIC firmware. This is the Hive OS, so I can, watch it from my phone and stuff. So it is not going to look like this if you buy a brand new ASIC miner. If I were just to pull up a Bitmain S19, whatever it's called, pretty sure I can find an image of the control center. I don't know what it's called. I always forget what this is called, but it does look different. I'll try and find it for the video and show it somewhere on the screen or whatever, but it will look different from this, for the main reason that Hive OS is, well, not a Bitmain firmware. It is a secondhand firmware, but I use it because it has overclock capabilities and underclocking capabilities. So that is why I'm able to run my 95 terahash model at 80 terahash, pulling 2,300 watts instead of the stock 95 terahash at 3,250 watts. So it's pretty basic. If you want to go with the Hive OS, I will try and make a how-to video on that as well in the future. But pretty much what you do is once you log in, the password is going to be root. It's going to ask for a username and password. It's going to be root, ROOT, for both password and the username. Once you log in, you're going to go to the miner configuration, and it's going to ask you for pool information. So right now, I'm currently mining via BTC with my worker. Now, your worker is going to be different. There are different mining pools for Bitcoin. So you can use Ant Pool, You can use F2 Pool, via BTC, Binance. A lot of these do require you to create an account, and the account is what's going to be your worker. But if you find a pool that doesn't require you to have an account, you need a Bitcoin wallet address, which is pretty easy. If you go to Bitcoin or just search Bitcoin, you can go to bitcoin.org and you can download I use their QT wallet or their Node wallet usually, but they have their own wallet, obviously. But if you wanted to, you could use other wallets such as Zelcore, and you can use if you have like some kind of, what is it called? I can't think of it, but it's kind of like a handheld wallet, like a Treasure or whatever wallet. But you can use any wallet address as long as it is a Bitcoin address. And if you have a Bitcoin address, well, you're obviously mining Bitcoin. So, but other than that, you want to put your pool details in. So if I were to go to via BTC and go to pool, you pretty much just click workers or whatever, and it will give you the information you need for the pool. But as you can see, this is what the dashboard looks like. It's showing how many terahash I'm getting. Yeah, it's online. But usually it's right down here. There is the Stratum port. So you want to use this, and it sometimes will give you 3. I'm using the 3 different ones because they're like a fail safe. Like say this one stops working, it's going to automatically start mining to the other one. And if that one stops working, it'll go to the next one, and so on and so forth. And then password, usually it's either X or just 1, 2, 3. You don't have to worry about password. It's just basically for the pool to be able to access the miner and get its information, so it can show basically the hash rate and stuff at the pool side. So it's as simple as that. You usually just want to click save and apply, and it will start mining. I'm not doing that right now because it's sometimes can take a while, but you can always go to your mining status and it will show you what it's doing. Like per se, it's getting around 77 terahash average, pulling 1960 watts is what it says in the what it says here, but at the wall, of course, it's going to pull more because the fans and stuff, it doesn't really account for that. So, and here are the fan speeds. They're averaging around 75% because it's kind of cool in this room currently. But yeah, so there's nothing crazy to setting up an ASIC miner. It's as simple as that. It's a plug and play solution basically. You plug it in, you type in the pool information and your wallet address information or your worker information, and you just mine away. So yeah, it's as simple as that. Nothing crazy. If you're getting into ASIC mining, welcome. It's very loud. There's one caution I have to give is it's loud. It puts off a lot of heat. So I wouldn't recommend doing this in your house unless you could deal with it. Me personally, it's in my house, but I can always soundproof this room and make so it's not loud. The rest of the house can only hear, and it still doesn't bother me too much because it's not hot enough in this room for the fans to be blaring. So it stays pretty cool and pretty quiet in here. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing crazy. I don't want to make a long video on how to do this. I want to show you guys just how to get to it, the basics. I'll leave bitcoin.org down in the description. And if you guys want the Hivon firmware, I'll leave that in the description too for anyone that might want it. But other than that, I'm going to cut the video here. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.